1, go. Welcome. Welcome.
3.
Can we get
2,
bloopers up in here?
1.
Welcome
to the season finale
of Talk2Me, the podcast.
We're all afraid it's gonna blow.
Hold on.
Actually, can you record this?
It is recording. I'm just gonna pour it and then you guys cheers. If it. Welcome to the season finale.
Welcome. It's so good. Okay, there's enough for my mom.
Okay, hold on. There's gotta be enough for both of you. Here, let me go to the other side here.
You're like a little excited. Okay.
Oh my god.
And cheers.
Cheers. Great, guys.
Janae's gonna cut this.
Okay,
She's gonna leave it in.
All right, one more cheers.
Okay.
3, come on. 3, 2, 1, cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome back to Talk to Me, the podcast with Maddie and Mel.
And we are celebrating our season finale.
I made you do it again.
That was fun.
I think you've seen this guest before. It's Josh, our producer. Woo!
Of Talk2Me, the podcast from 5 Flash Media.
This has been a crazy, wild ride, and we are finally in the season finale of the first season of the Talk2Me, the podcast.
I know, isn't that crazy? It's like when we first started talking about even doing this podcast, we were like, if we get to like just a couple, we'll be good.
Yeah.
And now we actually, honestly, we've been on for almost 5 months,
Yeah.
going on 6 months now. And so it's so crazy about how much we've grown and how things have changed, and everything has changed, honestly. It's been fun.
I remember how Alex was like, you guys are only going to make it to 3 videos. And I'm like,
Is that what he said?
yeah, he said that. He was like, I don't know.
I'm going to call him.
No, yeah, he said that when we
Why did
first
you
started. But now he's like, I believe you guys are going to get far. But like at the start, he was like, you guys aren't going to make it past 3 videos. Now look at us. End of season 1.
He's like, 4 videos. No.
4, 5, 6.
Oh,
Yeah, we just keep
going.
25.
Seriously,
25,
25 episodes.
Exactly.
Beat that.
Which is awesome. And honestly, it was kind of weird because when we first started, it was just us, right? So we were just telling our story and sharing our relationship and telling the stupid stuff that happens to us every day. And now it's like, now we have other people actually telling us their stupid stories and what happens to them, you know.
Well, they're not as stupid as ours, but they're pretty crazy.
They're pretty good.
I think
sharing everything.
And I want to go back to like the very beginning, and I want to talk about like all of the things that have happened and occurred to yes, this is the season finale, but like basically coming to the like your birthday. It was your birthday, but it was the Talk2Me like rollout with your Sweet 16 and showcasing who you guys are with the podcast, your relationship together. Like, it was beautiful. So I want to talk about from the very beginning. So do you, and I asked you to make a list. So,
Oh, wait, we did about growth.
yes, growth.
Oh, okay, great.
Yes.
Boy,
and from that,
cut him down.
No, that was great. No, seriously. In the very beginning, it was very difficult for her to open up and to talk about a lot of things.
Podcast. No, just in general about Talk to Me, the podcast. I was like, I'm not saying this. I was too embarrassed.
Yeah. And now, I mean, like,
Well, come on, she was on with her mom. I mean, how many?
No,
teenagers
it's just awkward. No, it was just awkward being on YouTube because people make fun of like, oh, you're on YouTube, ha ha ha, and it was awkward for a little bit. And I was like, now I'm like, this is fun. Y'all can suck it. I'm having the best time of my life here.
We're living our best, that's for sure.
So how? Yeah. So you were saying like how? Like whenever you first started, like the first, second, or third episode, like were people like making fun of you? Like, what were they saying? What was happening?
They weren't making fun of me. It was just I was making fun of myself.
Well, that's still good, I guess.
Like, cause no one really knew about it by then. Like, it was like there was like.
It took
30
a
people.
while.
It took
for
a
us
while
to get out there. Well, we didn't advertise it. Honestly, we kind of just put it out there to kind of just see and make sure it's what we wanted to have out there, and we wanted our better product to be out there first, so that people could really give us an opportunity to see what we were about. So we honestly kind of held back a little bit, which is crazy that we're still doing so great. Thinking about that, we held back a month and a half into it
I
before
didn't know
we
it was
even
2 months before we actually started
started doing things with it. So it's kind of crazy, but
And the first couple episodes, like, we were all like, you know, me and the team included, along with you guys, we were all looking to find your voice. And, like,
you found it. Now you're regretting it.
No. This is beautiful.
Shut them up.
Nah, you can never shut us up.
I know, right? But you're right. I mean, when we first did it, I mean, we were on this table, and we literally had just a couple of microphones, and we sat in chairs, and we were just talking back and forth. We had none of the backdrop. We had, we had some of the lighting. We didn't have, it was done just to see how it was going to go. And so as we started to feel more comfortable with it, you can tell just from the progression of watching our videos
That like our confidence kind of grew. Like, I think, is that what you're trying to get to?
and
Like,
our look started to become more
better.
professional, and
Yeah.
I think people really started to notice. And one of the things that they noticed about Maddie and I is that we actually are pretty funny together, just because
Yes.
it's mother
we're
and
funny?
daughter.
Wow.
A lot of people say that.
well, yeah, they do.
They really do.
Oh my God, I've never heard that before.
Oh, is it because you've heard that a lot? Is that why you're saying that? Oh,
They
well,
also say we look a lot alike. Oops.
Yeah,
because you're her daughter.
I know, but I don't.
No,
look-
we don't notice. It doesn't look like it
yeah,
to
I
us.
don't feel
Because you live together.
I don't feel
No.
like we're alike.
You like see each other every day, right?
No, we truly don't think that we look alike.
we
Well,
don't.
she also like dyes her hair so she looks like me. So
I do not.
Wait, what?
liar. Her hair is not like her hair was not that color at all. It was like a dark brown. Now she's like dyeing it so she looks more like my mom. Do you guys know that? That's a crazy fact.
I used to dye it to look like her mom because
No one thought she was my mom.
nobody thought she was my kid. But now I know it's just the color I like now. So, but no, I think that it has grown a lot. And, with that, Maddie has, I think, learned a lot. And I think that's what Josh was trying to get at when Maddie, cut him down earlier.
Yeah, thanks.
Sorry.
So
My
a few
bad.
things that I have on my list are
You used the
so
wrong two.
how did we? So we started with Burger King Boy.
Oh, great.
That is so crazy how that took off. How we would have people come up to us and go, "What is going on with Burger King Boy?"
We haven't been to Burger King in like
A while.
a while, so we got to see if he's still there, man.
That's what, you're never gonna end up with him. We know that now. But
Yeah.
Oh God. Wow. Thanks.
well, hey, you cut me down.
Okay. Also, you spelled "talk to me" wrong. I'm cutting you down again just to get back at you.
It's a picture.
It's a picture. Just leave it alone.
You want to keep going?
Sure.
Okay, let's go. Okay, on your list. Go ahead then.
Okay. So, things that I have like learned, I feel like from this podcast is like how to manage like my life, my social life, and the podcast life at the same time without like
Ooh,
You know?
go into that. Look at you, mature woman, you.
Oh yeah, I also said like how I can like talk to people in a professional manner.
That's fine.
that
Go
I
to the
never
first one
met.
first. Go to the
Okay.
first one.
Okay. So I feel like doing the podcast and like posting has been like difficult, like starting up school, because all my classes are a lot harder this year. Like, I mean, I'm like, whoa, what the heck? Because I didn't have like teachers last year, because some of them would like leave, not be there and stuff.
They were taking breaks and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's been happening for years.
So she had a lot of substitutes and things like that.
Oh,
last
So I
year.
never really learned anything. But now
Oh.
this year I'm learning stuff and I'm like, what is going on?
What is geometry? What is? I saw Celeste. I don't know. I haven't.
Oh, you
I
haven't.
forgot everything.
Chemistry.
Stop chemistry's like kicking my butt right now.
Yeah. So and I think that, as we grow, it would be nice to be able, even though you've learned a lot by having to manage, because
Like,
that's what everybody does in their busy life. They manage schedules and kids.
So I feel like doing the podcast is helping. It's actually going to help me in the future when I have to manage my own life, just like in general, like posting or doing, whatever.
Well, yeah. So for people for the audience who maybe doesn't know, so Five Flash is doing the producing of the podcast, and then we're also cutting the clips.
Yeah, and then
And
I post
then
it.
Maddie is
Woo-woo. I
actually
post it.
posting on TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah,
guys better
and
like it.
also Facebook if it connects, whatever.
I pick the ones, by the way, and I,
Yeah, so she's the one who's doing that. And so for the people who didn't know that, this is more context.
Oh, yeah,
so that
sorry.
way. No, you're totally fine. So because they don't know.
I know. Sometimes I forget that they don't know, because I feel like they know everything.
No, it's because you're doing it, so you think that they know because you're posting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they don't know I'm posting because I'm posting. but
Yeah,
they
you're
did.
posting,
Oh,
yeah.
that's crazy.
So
Mind blown.
so in the beginning,
Then I get an explosion on my head.
just talking about that one subject, it was I don't want to say it was a hassle, but it was something for me to be able to teach you. So that way you could start posting and learn that side of the business aspect.
No, yeah. I've actually to be honest, I can just post in a minute. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I just know how to do it.
Don't
I've
tell
done
her
it.
that.
So
I've done it so many
so-
times. She's gonna have to
yeah.
learn how to do it when I'm gone. But I can just pick a video. Okay, look for a sound. Okay, perfect. Okay, little thing.
I will tell you, you have done such a great job learning how to do that, and I believe that it's your age demographic.
I don't know. Yeah, just being able to post in general.
Being able to manage the
Yeah,
Knowing the
Technical.
sounds, knowing the trending music, understanding the algorithm, which ones are funny.
Yeah.
You've done a really good job from the very
Thank you.
beginning
Thank
of
you.
just having to learn to then right now. The highest one that we've gotten
Was,
was 15,000 views.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
A lot of shares, a lot of
Oh,
saves.
it's so funny.
It was good, yeah. But the thing is, without knowing how to do those specific things, anybody could just have posted that and nobody would have seen it.
No, yeah.
And so, without the growth that you're talking about,
Well, we're only going to get bigger.
exactly.
And we're only going to get stronger. So that's going to be, I remember when we hit those numbers, I was just we were all celebrating. It was
I asked for a cake.
Did you get a cake?
No.
Okay, good.
But I asked for one. I was like, we need a cake right now.
because it was something we were striving for. And
Yeah.
so now, what do? You move the goalpost up and up and up.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we are striving for even bigger numbers. And so we've got to work hard to get there. It's not something that, like you said, it just comes. Maddie's got to keep going with it.
And I think she learned now that even it doesn't have to be just posting, but it's consistency.
yes.
Yeah, that's my bad.
No, well, now that they know, but no,
My bad.
you're learning.
No, yeah.
You're learning this side of the business. So let's talk about that. So way in the beginning, right? Whenever you guys were just dipping your toes in.
Mm-hmm.
How did it feel learning about, for both of you, how did it feel about learning about the logo and about LLC? I mean, I wasn't there for the LLC part.
Right.
So how did
Well,
that
was
go?
her. That was not me.
That's fine,
Dude,
but I knew that
We
she
did it-
included you.
We did it together at our meeting, though. I applied for it at our meeting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we had a little meeting. It was a 2-hour meeting, and I was working on the website, which never really happened. And then she was working on the
That-
LLC.
no, that's okay.
Actually, you got it started.
You did. You
and
did.
then it got transitioned.
And then
over
our team,
to
yeah.
different-
Yeah.
And then,
different
and then our team
website.
finished it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you did a really good job with that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
So you actually.
But we never used it. I could say I
The
could do better
template.
now. I can do better now.
Okay. Okay. But how okay, so you guys had a 2-hour meeting where you did the LLC, you did the EIN, you did all
Yeah.
this stuff.
Yeah.
So that was your first time learning all this stuff, right?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Oh, her
Yeah.
for the LLC, yes.
Yes.
Me for the website, no. I've done a website before.
Oh, that's fine. I'm talking about
Oh, the
for
LLC?
Yeah, for
Oh,
Talk
okay.
to Me.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
Yeah, she's like, I don't need to be here.
Yeah, I already know this, guys.
Yeah, exactly. I know it all.
Yeah.
Heard that one before.
Speaking of leaving the country tomorrow because I know everything.
Exactly.
Don't
But
need school.
honestly, so it's so funny because I've said it before. Is like I didn't even know what a podcast was when I called you and said, "Hey, let's do a podcast." Tell me, what
Wait,
you
how
think.
did you find out what a podcast was?
I just heard I heard it about what it is, like people talk on the radio or something like that, but I've never listened to one or actually saw one like on YouTube or anything like that.
So the inception of this whole thing, it happened over there in the living room area.
Yeah.
And you
And-
recorded it, didn't you?
Yes, I have that, and
Because
we can put that in here.
He was actually testing us to see how we would do on camera.
Yeah, I wanted to see it. Yes, you remember that?
I did great.
I did. Okay, yeah, she did great. We can put that in here, like a little snippet, so that way they can see. But we're talking about, the whole thing. Why are we doing all of this? This is for Unacceptable Lives,
Correct.
right? This is for your book.
Right.
Best book ever.
Which
you
go
should
ahead.
go buy
ahead.
it down below
It's
at
not
our
ready
website.
yet. I'm still working with the publishing company.
It's gotta be
At
ready
that
by
point.
then.
At that point.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
there you go.
It's gonna be ready by then, guys.
Hopefully,
Go
yes.
down below. Talk to me. The podcast with the 2. Don't forget the 2. .com, the website, and then go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification button so you can see our next videos.
And Spotify.
And
I am so
Spotify,
proud of her.
Google
I am.
Apple.
Google, and Apple.
I am. Oh, give me some. You are such a good plugger. Like
I've
that
seen
was.
so many YouTube videos. You have no idea.
That was amazing. And even the growth from that too, from the very beginning of like, oh my God, how many times did I have to tell you? Did you say anything? And like I'm over there, like where Simon and Shayna are over there, and I'm just like yelling at you from behind your
Yeah.
guest or whatever, and I'm like, plug, say
Yes.
the website, say something.
Say something.
And I was like, I got you, and then I would do
Well,
it.
in the beginning,
Yeah.
in the beginning, you were very afraid.
Yeah.
And then you got better and better and better. And then at the very end, while Melissa was talking to one of the guests, and then you saw me, and then you're like, I got you. And then you waited, and you're doing such a good job. Like
Yeah.
you're finding like the best transitions.
Yep.
And so it's like, oh yeah, like I'm thirsty. You know what else? You know what else? You know what else is a good drip?
Hey, you gotta buy our merch! Woo!
Seriously, you have done such a great job in your growth in that.
Thank you.
It's a natural salesman in her. She gets it from her mom.
She
Or
does.
because I am taking finance, but it's whatever. Marketing, all the above.
Yep.
It's totally not my mom.
But
Anyways, okay. Okay, so the next thing, because you told me about this whenever you got here.
Are
So
you talking about your shirt?
no,
Oh.
I mean
let him talk.
I'm touching myself, yes, but no, we're not. Okay, so the
Okay, we
your,
have now gone to X-ray programming.
your license.
Oh.
So, yeah, because throughout this entire time, people have learned from the very beginning of like you not even driving to today you drove by yourself. Why are you looking at it like that?
Because she drove on the freeway for the first time all the way here, which was about
Today.
45 minutes in rush hour.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, we've almost got killed like a few times. There's crazy
Yeah.
drivers.
No, but think about it. Before we started,
You didn't even know the
weren't.
gas.
Yeah, you didn't even know. Yeah, what was the video? You didn't even know the gas from
No,
the
I didn't-
brakes.
Yeah, I couldn't tell, and I couldn't also use it because my dad would like. He didn't trust me, and I didn't trust myself. I was like, Dad, should I use the gas? He's like, No, don't use it. I'm like, Okay, I won't. And we were just like.
And then okay,
So
so
scary.
and then
was
I
so
can't remember
scary.
which podcast it was that you guys did, but then you went to go get your
Permit?
yeah. What wasn't it like? They called your middle name Middle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where I had my passport.
That's her
and it-
passport. So she's actually
Yeah.
going to Greece
As
Madison.
Madison Middle M.
Nice.
MMM. Did you know that M is actually the 13th letter in the alphabet, and also I was born on the 13th, and also
I don't care.
These are random facts.
No,
I
keep
know
going.
random facts.
There had to have been one more thing about 13.
also
And Friday there is a 13. No, go ahead.
yeah 3 out of the 4 brothers of mine were born on the oh wait, 2 out of the 3 brothers of mine were born on the 13th.
And if you divide
And I
that
was
by
on the 13th.
0.75, that's
Yeah,
13.
that's
So
13.
no, I'm just kidding.
I'm joking. Please don't look that up. I'm bad at math.
Okay.
I have a B.
Anyways,
So that's part of our 13 episode, Maddie. Remember when we did our 13 episodes, we talked
13.
about 13.
Whoa,
So
crazy.
our fan base already knows all about 13, but I think the one thing they learned today is that M is the 13th letter.
And I have
However,
3.
you know what? I don't think I'm ever going to forget that now that we've just talked about it.
wait, and there's 3 M's, 3 brothers born on the 13th.
no, 2.
Oh no, wait, 3 people, 3 out of 4 siblings born on the 13th. Whoa!
Wait, what?
Connections.
Wait. 3 M. Oh.
3
wow.
M's.
Okay,
Can
we go to something else? This is gonna.
No, I would love for her to keep just rambling.
No, I just know this stuff, guys. I'm
All right,
Okay, so
let's go.
the next
I
thing.
just say it.
Yeah, we're very grateful.
Yes.
Yay!
that you
Okay.
said
So,
that.
so what we have to remember right now is we're celebrating our season 1.
Oh
So
yeah.
what we need to focus on is what we did in
What did we
season
do in
one.
season 1?
Not what we learned in kindergarten today.
Oh, okay.
Well, she's just starting to learn.
That's true.
Yeah, she didn't have teachers
She didn't
before.
have teachers last
And
year.
that's okay.
So, okay, that gets a pass.
It does.
Personally,
Yes.
I think that I learned how to talk to people in a professional manner that I've never even met because of this podcast. Like, you're just like, here, talk to somebody. They're coming to be on the podcast. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So explain to me what that did to you, how that changed. Because I literally threw you into, like, the fire.
no,
with,
yeah, like
these
with
people.
Eden,
Yeah.
I was like,
First off, yeah, well, with
Well, you
Eden.
knew Eden a little bit,
but
but
not like much though. It was like, it's like, and I was by myself. I didn't
And
even have
she's
you with
more
me.
she's more around her age. So
Yeah.
so how did that go? And then we'll talk about the other one.
Oh, it was like interesting, super sweet. I love her. She's like a sister to me.
Interesting.
And I don't know. It was just a fun podcast. It's hard to like be in control though. I like my mom being there because I always go off topic.
Yeah, you did a really good job on that podcast.
you did.
It was scary.
Yeah, but you did a really good job.
Really great job, though.
Okay, now going into the older demographic, like whenever I had brought, let's say Jillian.
So we haven't shown those yet.
True.
But
that is, yeah, okay.
Coming for season 2.
And you're right, and thank you for saying that. So in season 2, we will be having their guests on the podcast. And a few just to mention
Yeah.
is Scottsdale Skinnovation.
Yes.
Another one is going to be kid friendly.
Yes.
And so those are 2 of the ones in season 2. Now, just to, is the word juxtaposition? Just to see what the difference was. How, like from talking with Eden to then talking with somebody who's older. What was the difference? Because like that, I believe, is what you were talking about.
You know what? I think there's not really a difference because I've always talked to older people because, like, I'm not saying my mom's old, but like she's she's actually friends with older people. So
Really?
like no,
Well,
like older. Like I mean like
Older
they're-
than her.
yeah, like
Okay, I mean, sure.
and like I've always had to I've always hung around my mom and my brothers are also very old.
Sure.
Like to be honest, like 13 years, 19 years, you know.
True,
Big
yeah.
age gap. So I've always had to talk to people who are older than me and like, you know, I think that there's like some just
So what
I don't know how
changed?
to
What
describe it.
switched? Like, because something had.
there's like a switch in my head from like teenagers to like adults, like how I talk to people.
Okay.
I don't know how to describe it. It's just I've learned over the years like how to talk to people my age and how to talk to people who are like around my mom's age and stuff.
But with the podcast, it was like basically throwing you into the fire. It helped like figure out what that switch was.
Yeah, like it.
Well, because you're on camera too.
Yeah, so I like obviously have to censor myself more, and I have to like not be so. You know,
you got to give them an opportunity.
Oh, to
Yeah.
adults?
talk.
Yeah, to adults, because I'm always like, hey, what's up? Hey. You know, they need their moment to, you know, share their story, you know, do their own thing. And I'm like,
I just think
know.
the difference for us because we have had people on that we know, and we've had people on that we honestly just met a few minutes before they come on camera,
Which is crazy.
is that you just kind of have to listen to what they're saying so that you can respond appropriately to it and give them their moment to have, whatever message that they want to share. And so for me and Maddie, it's kind of hard just because we always want to interject and ask more questions, but sometimes
We're crazy.
You kind of have to step back and just let them share their story. And I think that's one thing me and Maddie are still working on.
Well, I can't listen, obviously.
It's
No,
hard.
I've
harder.
seen you learn more patience with
I
some
know.
of these people.
I have no patience.
Well, you didn't have patience in the beginning.
You're getting
Yeah,
better.
we're actually watching you through the podcast on YouTube, learn how to have more patience. Because
wow.
because that's what basically what you're saying is I had to learn how to communicate with adults. And how do you do that is you have to learn patience. Otherwise you can't get anything across if you're not patiently listening to what they have to say so you can then respond.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. She's like, yeah.
And the other thing you got to do is make sure you're not cutting them off, that you're allowing them to speak and not interjecting as much. And
We're not
that's-
great at that.
And that's something Maddie and I, we cut each other off all the time. I mean, you guys have seen it.
I actually
Well,
have
yeah,
to
but
go today.
that's also in the production side. That also helps the podcast work better. So cutting people off and going back and forth that does help. So I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
Okay.
So I'm allowed to cut her off.
Well, look,
You always
remember you guys have to go back home. So I don't see the arguments in the car later, if there are any. I don't know.
Oh no, we've
I
never.
don't think we have.
See,
No.
okay, that's a good question.
We've
So
never
from the
had
very
an
beginning
argument.
that's a lie. Oh,
Okay.
oh.
From what we
Oh, I
said
thought
on
your
the
face.
podcast. No, I mean on the podcast.
No, we've never actually fought after either. We've never
really?
had any.
Well, that's good.
I think the only thing is about posting. She gets mad at me that I don't post.
Well,
But,
yeah, but that's a different story.
Yeah, but overall, I don't think we don't really get mad at each
No,
other for
I
this.
think the
This
only
is that
thing-
point.
Really good.
I think the only thing we've ever done is talk about, oh, you need to help me here, or you need to do this. We talk about how we help each other, and then just so that we make sure that the podcast is something people want to watch.
Yeah.
Like empowering rather than
Yeah, we don't do any of that. We don't pick each other apart or anything. We make fun of.
Well,
of
yeah, we make fun of each other, but we
Good,
make fun of
good.
each other and ourselves at the same time. So it's not we're just bashing one another.
Yeah.
It's kind of just a, haha.
But people
Loser.
ask me all the time. They're like, "Have your relationship with Maddie, has that grown from doing the podcast?" And I'd say absolutely has.
Oh, yeah.
It's gotten much stronger. We just don't have any of those issues with regards to what we say or how we are on the podcast. It just hasn't come up. It probably will at some point. I'm sure you're going to say something that's just going to pee me off, and I'm going to say something that's going to make you mad, but who knows?
Oh well.
you'll come to that
When-
when it comes from.
Exactly.
well,
Yeah.
When it comes, we'll deal with it.
Okay, so how this is the next thing. It's not on my notes, but I wanted to talk about it.
Okay.
So how did it feel? Yeah, you're like, all right.
Oh,
Oh, let's see.
Ooh.
Getting interesting.
I
We're
know.
getting interesting. We're getting
I
into
love
the
the
weeds.
I need to know.
You're going to. You're so funny. And for everybody who doesn't know, I know that I've been I own Five Flash Media. Okay, so I'm the production. I'm on the other side of things while they're doing their beautiful side. But I know them, and so me telling her and me messing around with her is I love them.
Yeah,
So
a brother.
No, yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's kind of like a brother relationship, brother from another mother kind of deal.
yeah. So I'm not picking on her. I just want
No, yeah.
everybody
I've
to
known
know
him
that.
for 10 years, and his sister Shayna.
Yeah.
Shout out,
And she's
I love
over
you.
here. She's waving.
And he can also vouch that this is Madison 24/7. So
Yeah.
this is not just because she's got a camera in front of her.
It's actually interesting because whenever she's a little more tamed with the camera in front of
I
her.
think so too.
And I mean that's good and bad, but good. It's good.